everyone, it's Nicole from Nicole Jones 911 Colors, and today I'm going to share with you all the pages that I got colored in January. I'm blown away. I have 9 done for sure. I mean, we are the 30th today. I have about 2 hours of filming I have to do, and it's 11 o'clock, so I should be done by 1. And then I'm going to color the rest of the day till I go to bed tonight. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to color. So I should finish that 10th page and maybe start another one. I probably won't finish it, but I can start another one. And I just want to show you, I don't know if you saw on my channel, but I have a video putting this coloring journal together. Now I'm up to about 56. This is my book collection, so I gotta add the other books. And if you saw today, I just did another book haul, like coloring book haul. So I gotta get going on that. Maybe before I go filming, I'll add like 20 books. And I keep track of my goals. I can add more if I think of something else. The untouched books, I'm trying to do at least 4 a month, which this month I did because I did finish my pages in Magical Jungle. So I gotta go update that. And if you see here, I said for January, I use PC 925 to color it in. So with just a glance, I'll know, what month it is. Once they're in, I don't have to worry about it too much. I was thinking maybe I should do like an index somewhere, or maybe I should have done all of January. I just thought about that after, right? Because when I get to the 26 spreads, I decide that I'm going to do that in 105. I should have kept it in 925, and then I could have made a legend in the back saying, or an index, whatever it's called. In French, it's légende. What each month was the color. This doesn't matter so much because I do put the month next to it, but it's fun. I still have some stuff to fill in here too. Like I got to go up to 9. So this here, I decide to use 992 to color those in. I have them written in. I don't know if you saw, but when I did the video, I didn't have this column here. And it's really important because I put the number of pages. So like Tales from the Forest Kingdom, it was a 2-page spread. That makes a difference, right? And then the date started, the date finished, and the materials used. And then here I have, what all those letters mean. And then last, I have quite a few pages for that. Here are the upcoming books. I got to fill those in. And then here's my TBC, my to be colored. And I have 1 left to finish, and that's the one I'm going to work on this afternoon and hopefully finish it. If I finish it, I think I'm going to start working on my February because I have quite the long list too. I don't have any 2-page spread, but maybe I can start onto that because February is a shorter month, so I'm going to need the extra time. But anyway, I thought I'd show you that. It's so fun to update it and to just kind of see the progress. So the first 2 pages I colored were from the Tales from the Forest Kingdom from Hannah Carlson. And I did this, I started on January 2nd and I finished it on the 12th, I think. So it took me like 10 days. Actually, I could have, this is what this is good for. I can have it open right here and put that up there so you guys don't see that, but I see it. And I can tell you what I used and everything. This I followed a tutorial from Karen from My Colorful Country Life. And we used, she used Neocolor 2s, Prismacolors, Thule Art, and gel pens. And I absolutely love it. I love the extra colors on the unicorn. Oh my goodness, I love this page. I love it so much. It was so fun to color. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad I got, a complicated page like that done off my 26 from 2026. You know, I got 2 double page spread done in January, which is awesome. This is Joanna Bassford, Magical Jungle. When I first decided, you know, when I was choosing, I was rushing, and I was like, oh, I want to do these 2-page spread. And the more I looked at it, I was like, I don't want to do it. I mean, I want to do it, but I didn't want to do it this month. I think today I'm going to start that flower. And then I'll just do a little bit every month. And then, you know, I want it done by the end of the year, but I didn't want to do it in January. So I switched it to this one. I followed Karen's tutorial from My Colorful Country Life. Now she did distress ink on the background with a cloud template. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do soft pastels. I didn't spray this yet. And I use this as my inspiration. This is a Sarah Renee Clark card. It's card 506. So the 3rd box. I think this is the 3rd box. And I use soft pastels, and I really like how it turned out. Now, if, you know, would I change something? Yes, I think I would come down more with the purple, less with the, I did the pink and then the red, and then I would come down a little bit more with the purple. So I would have more room for the first blue and the second blue, but it's okay. This has more red than blue, and I think that's why I did that. But I think I would want more of that purple and the blue. But apart from that, I love it. Love it, love it. I wish I would have done the pastels before I colored it in, but it's okay. And I find it goes well with the page. I mean, in real life, the sunsets and stuff don't say, oh, well, you know, I'm going to clash with the rest of the world, so I can't produce these colors. No, it looks good in real life. So I am just happy that this was a lot of work. This I started on the 13th and I finished on the 29th. So it took me longer than the unicorns. And it's because I put it aside for a few days. I needed a break and I worked on other stuff, and that's okay. It's okay. You know, it happens. I came back and I finished it. I'm not big on having whips. That's one thing I need to work on. I need to pick a day and just work on backgrounds and maybe start 4 or 5 whips that way. And then, so I have whips, because I just start a page and I finish it pretty much, you know. So the next page that was, I'm gonna do it off screen because I did a few in here, and I want to do the one that was for my 26 in 2026. So those 2, the Magical Jungle was also from the 26 in 2026. So for some reason I chose 2 double page spread, and I realized early on, and I didn't want to change it. I'm like, well, that's what you decided. January is a good month to get stuff knocked off, so that's what I did. So now it's Mina Reza Dirge Africa, and I did this one here. I followed Karen from My Colorful Country Life's tutorial, and this one I started on the 19th of January and I finished on the 25th. Prismacolors, gel pen, and Tule art pen, and that's it. And that was a lot of fun to do. And I was coloring, you know, the parrot. I started on the 13th, and by the 19th I was like, okay, I need a break. So I, you know, did other stuff. I did this one, and I think that's it. No, I started another one in a few days, you'll see. And so that's awesome. You know, I got that done. And before I started Magical Jungle, and at first I was like, what are you doing? You should be working on, you know, your 26 and 2026. But I decided to do this one here from this book. I followed Shelly from Shell's Coloring Journey. I did change some stuff because I am not a gold person, and I know that about myself. And I just decided I'm not gonna, when people are using gold, I'm just gonna use other colors. So like all those dots, those were all in gold, and I don't like gold, so I changed it. There was some other stuff that I changed. I did do some gold. I did this right here. I did that in gold, and then I was like, you don't like gold, don't do gold. And then I switched to other stuff. But this I started on the 4th of January and I finished on the 6th. So this took me 2 days. It was a really quick page. It used Albert Dur's and gel pens, and that's it. And I loved doing it. Now I did another page in here. I followed Karen from My Colorful Country Life. And this I started on the 26th of January. And so this was while I was working on my Leaves with Parrots, right? I needed another break. So I started this on the 26th and I finished it on the 29th. This has polychromos, soft pastels, and gel pens. And again, she did the ribbon part in gold, and I don't like gold, and I know that about myself, so I just used gel pens. And then I went over with my, like a glitter pen, and it barely left any glitter. So I might do it again, really shake the pen and just do like a glitter over that. I'll try to do that maybe today and try to finish that. So I got this one done. Is there, I have another one in here, but it's a work in progress. That's the one I'm hoping to be page number 10. So we'll just put that to the side and we'll come back to it. The next page I got done is in Lulu's House of Wonder, Lulu Mayo, and it's at the end here. So this one I started on the 10th of January and I finished it on the 10th of January. I need to do more pages like this. This is awesome, right? So I followed Karen from My Colorful Country Life and used alcohol markers, Prismacolors, and gel pens. And again, I think she did gold around there, and I just used a blue gel pen that matched the inside well. And I think I changed the color of the shoes. She did it all black, and I wanted some blue shoes, so I changed that, but just minor changes, you know. I followed her tutorial. I love that. That's when I went, need all the Lulu Mayo books. They are adorable, and I plan on coloring. If you saw my February to be colored, my TBC, I plan on coloring another page in there. So the next one I did was Matchstick Mouse, a winter coloring book. And this is my first that I did it all on my own. I didn't follow anybody's tutorial. I used, okay, first of all, I started it on the 26th of January and finished it on the 26th of January. I used alcohol markers, Brute Funers, and Tule Art white, and I love it. I love it so much. I had so much fun. I love using the Brute Funers. I started with polychromos, did not like them at all on this paper, and so the Brute Funers worked well. So I need to write that down somewhere. You know, if it's Amazon paper, maybe I'm gonna try Artex next and see the Artex pencils and see if I like those. But I love this. It was so much fun, and I wasn't confident enough to film it yet. But next month I'm gonna film my first color along, and then I think I'm gonna start doing, maybe on Fridays I'll film it, and it'll be like a weekly check-in. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Give me inspiration, you know, what to call it. Weekly check-in whips and chat. Like, I'm going to color with you. I'm going to share with you my whips, what I'm working on, but I'm actually going to color not a whole thing, but we'll start, you know, a page together, and it would definitely be in books that we're going to use alcohol markers and color over tops. So either Mythographics or R.J. Hampson, Matchstick Mouse, or the Lulu Mayo, anything that only has one side, I'm gonna do those books. And eventually I'll want to do a full book color along, but you know, I'm dipping my toes right now, and I want to I have all these plans, but I need to, I need to get used to all of this before, you know, because I still film stuff for my scrapbooking channel. So this is my only whip. I am not really in love with it. I'm following Shell's coloring tutorial, but I'm just gonna follow for this part. This part I did on my own. She used Distress ink. I used Albert Durer's, and I think I should have maybe made like my sections a little bigger. So maybe like more like the light pink and then the dark pink and then the purple. But I'm learning. I did stretch this, and I did make some areas, and then I tried to make a glow, and it's like, that's what I got to work on next. It's not looking good, so I had to let it really dry. So I'm going to try to fix that. I think I'm going to take a yellow Tule art and outline, so that should help. And I want to color over a little bit with the Albert Durer's maybe, and just, I don't know, it looks okay, but I need to fix it somehow. Hopefully I can fix it. And I want to add some Tule art. I did one little spot where I added some Tule art in white and then just kind of smudged it. So I need to do that a little bit more here and there. I want to outline those, and then I'm going to follow her tutorial to do the rest. So this is the one I'm hoping to finish today. And then if I have time, I'm going to start. So this will be a whip. I'm going to start that massive page, double page spread, this one here. I want to start that flower today. And I had hoped to maybe, I didn't put it down as a page I wanted to color, but I had mentioned it. Where is it? I had mentioned it. So I'm hoping that today, maybe I can put, like, just start it, you know? Just start it. I need to have more whips. So maybe I can just start this today and be okay for it to be a whip, and then start my February stuff after. And just be okay with that. Have this as a whip, have Magical Jungle as a whip, and maybe give this, like, you know, an hour here or there. But I am going to try to finish this. So that means that I'm going to assume I'm going to finish this. So that means I colored 10 pages in January. Peeps, I colored 13 from September to December. So 10 pages. I am blown away. I'm blown away. Pat on the back. So I hope I can keep that momentum going. I'm well on my way to getting my 60 done in the whole year. I'm glad I did a grid for 100. So let me know how many pages you got done in January. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.